Okay, here's a different one. All these pins are one, and they're in this plug with two wires. So these two wires are shorted together. And I'm not sure I can decipher what this is, because it's the damnedest thing. One of them is a tan wire. It's connected to these two wires. And these, I think, are for my electric mirrors. Because, yeah, there's my front marker lights in the middle. This is my dome light. And there's my marker lights. Here's my dome. Where'd it go? Yeah, this is my dome light. Right there. These two are going to the marker. And all these other ones are to control my mirrors. My electric mirrors over there. There's nothing else over there. And so this is hooked in with my mirrors. I bet you they're ground wires. Okay, or maybe an ignition wire. Yeah, that might make what it is. And then the dark wire that comes off of it goes to here, and all these are connected together. And this one is coming from there. So you know what? I bet you this is ignition. When the ignition's on, this one wire must get hot, and then it's supplying ignition to all these other wires. And this was just their way of making those two get connected together again. Oh, wait a second. And then there's this one. Where does this one go? This is going to the back. So if this is truly ignition, let's see where this one's going. It's a dark brown wire right here. Alright, it's this one. This one here. I wonder, I bet you this is that accessories thing that's back here. No, that would be a dark one. Where'd you go? It's this one here. It's that one there. It's hooked into this, where all these are hooked together. And it's tied in with that. So this has got to be ground. No. They're marker light. That's what they are. This is all my marker light wires. These are the marker light wires. So all these are getting power from the same brown wire. Those three marker lights. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, mosquitoes found me. And then there's 4 on this side. Yeah, I gotta go. Mosquitoes found me. So those are gonna be marker light power. And that's, I'll have to chase these back there one more time to make sure I'm looking at the right stuff. But I have a feeling these are gotta be all my marker light wires. It's easy enough to do. Just put an amp probe on this wire, turn on the marker lights. If it shows current, then it's marker lights. And then that makes that easy because that's just marker lights. And so that if that would be the case, then I could take all this shit out of here and then tie them together back here someplace. Like maybe just tie these two together right there. And then that'll be done with it. So I'm going to leave that hanging there because I've got that figured out now. And then that sure is an ugly mess down there, isn't it? Some of that's going to come out because here we got this guy. I don't know why. Yeah, that can go out there. And then there's this. So I could tie this all together. These are all connected together. These are sash or something. Yeah, it says sash right on there. This is where all the sash warning stuff is tied together. Or those ones anyway. I have them going up over the shift lever for now, just to keep them all separate. But I've already got that figured out. Yeah, there's a few of them I just tossed out there on the ground before I got smart and started to wad them all up this way. Because it was just getting to be out of hand. But hey, you know what? That wire bundle's a lot smaller now, isn't it? I can live with that. So these two here are going nowhere. These are sash on the other side. Right there. And I can't pull them out. And then there's these two, which are the marker. Which the marker lights, yeah, it's the brown wires, the marker lights. Okay. Right there, brown and white are going to that marker light. And then this brown and white are going to the other marker light. And here's our two that are the sash. I'm not 100% positive of which one of these grounds, but it's got to be these two belong as a pair, and these two belong to as a pair because they're all going in the same place. But I'll get around to it and turn on the marker lights tomorrow or some other day. Make sure that they're all working. If they all are working, then I'm 100% sure I got that right. And I'm just gonna roll this up and wad it up in there somewhere because I can't get it out, so it's staying in, and I might as well just leave it with length on it in case I decide I want to use it for something. The wires are already in there. All right. So I feel good about that. I'm gonna have to like pull all these even and figure out what even is. I'll probably start in the back, you know, and route these like I want them to be routed, right, with the right length so they'll flow evenly like these are, right? So I'll get those to flow evenly. And then, I mean, that's all I have back here is, you know, backup lights, stop, turn, and then tail lights, and a tag light, which I'm going to have to tie in there somewhere. It's going to be a brown and a white. I would like to chase these two down, see where they're going, just so I know. I'll probe them with a test light tomorrow and see when they come hot. If they're hot with the ignition, that would be perfect for a backup camera. To supply power to a backup camera. Very good. Feel good about that. So once I get all this tucked up back together, then I can focus on putting my piece of plywood across here. It might be a temporary piece of plywood, but at least I'll have that stuff, you know, leaned out like I want it. And I can attach my air handler back here. I would like to make that the final piece of wood that's going to go back here. I really would have liked to put the ceiling in first and have the back piece of plywood hold the ceiling up. Yeah, but pretty sure I want to get the AC to run in here so I can start working in air conditioning rather than sweating my arse off. Okay, I got that thing figured out. It was simple enough to do. I went on to the dash and I turned on the marker lights, went outside, and all the marker lights are working with this thing disconnected. And then it occurred to me what this is for. So this dark brown wire is getting power with the marker lights, and it's sending power into the tan wire. The tan wire is coming back to here, and then it's branching off into two. One goes to the left and one goes to the right. I'm almost positive. I know one's going to the right because I can pull on it. But the one going to the left I haven't chased. But I remember when I was working on the mirrors, there were unused wires in the mirrors, and I'm pretty sure that was an option that would have clearance lights on the back of the mirrors, so that those wires get power when you turn on the marker lights. So I'll be able to just remove this. Pretty good. Got that figured out. So everything back there is good. It's all good. All I got to do is reroute these and bundle them, and I'm gonna make this better than it was original. I'm gonna make sure that it flows nicely. I've got some of that split loom, so I'm just gonna, I don't have that much split loom actually, but I'm gonna put all this in split loom and make one nice neat bundle out of it going all the way down the back, and we'll be golden. It'll be nice and neat. My next little thing to figure out is going to be how I'm going to reroute these air conditioning wires. There's some pretty big heavy conductors here. I mean, I've got a massive set of cables down there, positive and negative, that are coming through the floor. So I don't have a shortage of power inside the bus, but I've got it's three. One of these is going to be power, and I think one of them is ground. I'll have to get up in there and look again. Can't see with that light. But I think this has got a separate ground wire. So there's 3 fan speeds, low, medium, and high, which I can't remember. I was in there before. I'll be able to figure this out. And then there's I think there's a wire that goes to a solenoid that's hooked into the Freon side. I can't remember, but that'll be really easy to figure out, and then I'll be able to pull all this stuff out through the floor right there and make that a smaller bundle, which will be great, and figure out how to reroute what I've got to come up through there, and then all the wiring will be hidden in the back. No wire will have to come down in the column here. I'll like that better. It might be a crap ton of work, but there's also a whole electrical panel that controls all this, and there's a solenoid in the high pressure line underneath the bus. It controls that. It controls the fan on the condenser unit outside. I think it's got like 6 relays in it, And now I'm thinking, you know what? I think I found a home for it, because I'm going to redesign this area here. Right, so we've only got two things in here. We've got this computer control module, and we got this fuse panel. So I can relocate those down there, and I think I'll be able to squeeze in that relay panel over here, maybe the long ways. And then, oh, that'll be fantastic. The only challenge is going to be getting all those wires in the bus from down there, because it's a pretty big wad of stuff, all your fan speeds. And those relays actually, the wire goes to the compressor clutch, and I'm not sure if these are tied into it here. There is a button here that makes the compressor go on and off, this one here. But yeah, that'll be a nice project, because there aren't any pass-throughs to go through the floor or through the firewall that I'm aware of, except that right there. It's got a bunch of empty holes in it. I doubt that the pins will be in there. That's the only pass-through that I'm aware of. I don't guess there's one back there. I'd have to get on my back and take a look. Doesn't mean I can't just drill a hole and put a hose bundle through there. But yeah, this is going to be great, getting rid of this. Yeah. Yeah, man. So I'm going to have extra circuits. I can use my OEM switches, like this door close thing, man. You know, I can have that just turn something on somewhere. It's just the, switch has got the wrong label on it, but all I got to do is deal with it, right? I might even be able to put new labels on there, right? Yeah, this is going to be cool as shit. Can't wait to get into that. Wiring stuff is fun for me. I like it.